Hey, good morning, Raptor Nation. Talk Raps with Adonde here. Breaking down last night's game reaction as the Toronto Raptors dropped to 7-8 on the season to start their road West Coast trip, losing this one 118, 113 as the Portland Trailblazers winning this game. And man, I don't know what else to say, but Raptors definitely need more upsides. Can't have Siakam playing this center, man. I don't know. Like, it's not working out. And the Raptors are now 0-4 when he starts at center. I don't know what's going on with Achua. If he's injured, I guess he's still injured. Um, Cam Birch, why he's not starting at center? It's to me. Look, I don't know what Nick Nurse is doing, but this small ball lineup is not working. So either he puts Siakam at the three or the four, have Anunoby play one of those two between Siakam and Anunoby play three or the four. Have Birch start it since Achua is injured, and then have Barnes come off the bench. I'm sorry. Yes, he's a rookie, but the only reason why you had him starting because Siakam was injured, and you had Achua starting at center, which he won the starting job over Cam Birch. But now Siakam is back. You have to put Barnes coming off the bench, and that's the only way I could see the Raptors winning games. Because this small ball lineup, it's not working out. I'm sorry. Now let's get to the game last night. Despite Anunoby uh, first half points with 22. He finished with 29 points. He did go 9 for 19, finishing 9 for 19, I should say. But he started off well. Siakam, 20 points, another great performance in his fourth start. But still, it's not enough for the Raptors. The other starters, 18 for Scotty Barnes and Gary Trent Jr., who made his return back to Portland. Uh, so, great night for him. Could have been better. And Van Fleet with 16. But the bench tonight, the bench was nowhere to be uh, found tonight. This team combined, as I'm looking at the stats here, they combined for only 12 points off the bench. Luke only 3 points. Birch off the bench, 6 points. And Malachi Flynn only three. Batten had 0 points. Boucher injured. And I said Achu was injured also. And the Raptors, they started off well, 33 points in that first quarter for 20 to 24 for the Portland Trailblazers, and you're up 9 after one quarter. But then the second quarter, it got away. Um, you know, a lot of missed opportunities for the Raptors, and you lose that quarter by 10 points, 37-27 for the Trailblazers, and you're down by one, right? Raptors are down by one, I should say, not you, right? Raptors are down by one. 61-60. And here I go again. Well, this is going to be like one of those game again where we saw Saturday against the Detroit Pistons, a high scoring game. Second half, you win the third quarter 25-24, and then that fourth quarter, which basically put this game away. Portland said, it's time that we show how we play at home. And the Blazers are were 5-1 coming in. The Raptors were 5-1 also on the road. So both teams play well where they are. Portland at home, Raptors on the road, and the Blazers were just a better team on the at home. And both McCollum and Lillard. I mean, the Raptors had no answer for these two. They combined for 53 points. McCollum had 29 points, and Lillard had 24. And it seems like when a player is struggling, like Lillard has been so far in the 14 games, 15 games now, it shows that when they see a Toronto team, they have to show up, right? And that's what Lillard did in his 24 points, 10 for 21 from the field. McCollum was 8 for 11, sorry, 11 for 18. See, it's morning now. I'm trying to get my words right from the field. Uh, and the bench. The bench for the Portland Trailblazers, Nance, 15 points, 5 rebounds. Lillard, 8 points. Zeller, he had 6. Simons had 8. And speaking also, former Raptor Norman Powell had 12 points. So the battle between Powell and Gary Trent Jr., the two former teams, uh, Trent winning that one. But it's the game itself. The game itself with the Raptors, they missed, my gosh, they missed a lot of easy layups this game. You know, easy layups. And I don't know, man. Like, the refs this game, Ed Molloy, to me, he was like part of this game. Ed Molloy is the MVP of this game. And here we go again. These calls the refs make, and I don't want to be here like blaming the refs, but it is what it is. Basically, they just hit Toronto. Yeah, it's so frustrated talking about this, but sometimes you see these things, you watch it, and like, why? Why? So let's get into the stats here. Let's break it down here. The Raptors were 15 for 33 from 3. Portland was 16 for 36. So both teams were not really all that well from 3-point. Free throws, the Raptors went to the line more. They made 16 for 18. Not bad. 80.9% there. Portland was 10 for 14. Rebounds, Portland winning that one. Basically, of course, I mean, Nurkic. You have a big guy like Nurkic who scored. Let's see here. He had 5 points, but he had 14 rebounds for Portland. And they won that 46-44 on that category. From the field goal, Raptors were 41 for 89, and Portland was 46 for 82. All right. So you start off this West Coast trip with a loss, and it's not going to get easy for the Raptors as they play Utah on Thursday. They get a few days off. And if you can't find any way to win that game, then, I mean, you play Sacramento on Saturday, and it's a back-to-back against the Warriors on Sunday. Whoa, man, it's gonna be tough for the Raptors. And As I said, 0-4, Siakam starting, and this has to stop. This has to stop. Nick Nurse, come on, man. I mean, I like you as a coach, but sometimes you have to make adjustments, man. Siakam is not a center. He's not a center. That's okay. Either you put Birch or you find someone from the G League. If you can't make Raptors can't make any trade for someone for a center, but we can't have Siakam playing center, man. It's not worth it. Barnes, I'm happy for you, but as a rookie, you have to come off the bench. That's what it comes down to, right? Siakam's not coming off the bench. Okay, but can't have him playing center. All right, folks. Basically, that's all I have for this one here. And I'll see you either after Thursday game, which Thursday game is not very late game, so I might do my post game reaction after the game against the Jazz. All right, take care. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later another time.